In this video, we are going to my local drift track, Cookeville Hobbies. We're going to use a bunch of different tape and small accessories and stuff like that that you can cheaply buy online to take this drift track from like basic. We're going to take it to the next level. We're going to be adding lines around it. We're going to be adding little shrubberies. We're going to be adding all sorts of stuff in order to help make this track look that little bit more scale and be that much more fun to drive on. This is adding in lines around the curves. So what we realized is that the walls weren't set maybe exactly where we would want them for a drifting line. And so what we're doing is actually we drove the course a bunch, figured out where we thought the proper line was, where everybody was comfortable tandeming, lay out the single white line. This is vinyl tape that you can buy on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the video description. Lay that white vinyl line out right where the drift line is, right where you think the back tires should be. Then start laying in these stripes along the way. You can actually put another piece of tape along the wall in order to make it, kind of look more finished. And then at the end here is just red and white stripe tape coming through in order to give it that more like curb polished appeal. I like the size of the red and white. That seems appropriate for some curbing, this kind of thing. You just different spacing, you can try different stuff, different spacing, different layouts, different angles of the lines, and at the end of the day it looks really good compared to what it was before. And in this spot, this is between two walls where we have walls of the track. These walls are just simple garden edging that you can get from any of your big box stores, then covered in like Gorilla Tape, white Gorilla Tape to make them look like walls. What we're doing here, this is fake plant foam. Bought it on Amazon in the biggest chunks that I could find, and then used just a knife and quartered it so that you could get more linear feet of it out, and that seems to work out to just about the right height for what we're working on here. Then squish that down in between this, works like a champ. Then coming back here with, these are just cheap little fake flowers. You can buy them on Amazon, delivered directly to your house, but they're like, I forget what it is, 12 inches tall or something, clearly too big. So what we do instead is then take some side cutters and just snip down to however big we think it can be, and then the little stems just stick down into the ground. Works like a champ. Now what you don't see in this video is once it was done, and added hot glue in here. All right, so I hot glued around the base of every single one of these plants because otherwise people hit it and they fall out and then they're being scattered all over the track. So we hot glued a lot of these in. The ones that we didn't hot glue, by the end of the drift day, we found a few of them laying around the track, and that got annoying. So definitely recommend some level of glue. The hot glue seemed to work really well. If I did this again, what I think I would do is actually, as I'm putting them in, I would dab hot glue onto the stems as I shoved it in. I think that would make it even stronger. And this part, 3D printed fence. So this is chain link fence. Shout out to the guy who made this. I forget, Jamburger or something like that. I'm gonna screw up his name. But I can leave a link to his Colts 3D. You can download this. I printed them. This is Hatchbox PLA, I think cool gray. I'll leave a link to it down in the video description. Printed out a whole bunch of these things. They're little stand-up poles, and then the chain link panels. Literally just latch them together, duct taping them down to the floor in between these behind our garden edging, and that seems to be working quite nicely. We really like the look, really helps set it off. This really helps take our drift track just to the next level. Really appreciate all the online enthusiasm that folks are giving when we're sharing pictures of this along the way, and people are like, hey, makes me more excited to come to the drift track. And that's all what this is about, is helping to grow the local community. If the track looks better and people are more excited to come, that's an awesome thing. So honestly, all of this stuff that we did here that I showed you in this video took a couple hours, and the results are 100% worth it. Really make the whole track look dramatically better. So excited for that. If you are looking to take this on at your local track, I will leave a link in the video description to where all of this stuff is, so you can go ahead and make sure that you're getting the same stuff. This vinyl tape, nice and sticky, but also stretchy so that you can actually curve it around and things like that. More to come on this. So I'm going to be putting this in my Drift Tech playlist, and that'll be popping up over here to your right. So as I continue to find more ways to continue to add scale to this track, I'll be leaving it in that playlist, and I hope it's useful for you. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, any tips, any ideas. Like, I'd love it if you've done this at your local track and you have some ideas that would be useful for other people. Let's make the comments section like blow up with good suggestions for other people. That way folks can come and check it out and see all sorts of stuff. So let's do that. I would love it. Hope to see you in the comments section. Goodbye.